What is going on? James from Act Audio, Vernon, Connecticut, and today we are going to discuss the CMB69.4. What are these speakers? They are like the CM69.4.2. Basically, it's their CM series. 6.9 is 6x9, and then the 0.2.4 is the impedance of the speaker. So these are 150 RMS and 300 max. So 150 RMS is what you need to know. I'm pretty impressed with these speakers. It's my first time seeing them. I'm gonna put them on my bike. I'm looking for something that's a little more well-rounded. So I'm hoping that these will give me what I'm looking for. I'm going back to the speaker actually. The CM series, this is the new CMB. So it's based on the CM series, but it's more geared for bass. CMB, B for bass. So just like all Cicada speakers, as you open it up, you know, you're gonna fucking love these. All the cool Cicada stuff, how to wire them, blah, blah, blah. And then the speakers. So I did open them earlier and peeked at them, but this is the first pair I've ever seen. So nothing special in here. There's no hardware really besides some screws, which we don't generally use. But you can see the speaker. It's nice looking, carbon fiber. It has, you know, the riveted, it's made for bass. So it is a bit of a heavy magnet speaker. It's the only thing I personally don't like. Same basket as all their others. You know, it is designed for the horn ones. If it had the horns, like it's the same basket as those, the CHX or the CH. And then, you know, the positive and negative terminal, they do use screws. This is a 150 RMS speaker. It is lower power compared to the rest of the speakers because it is for bass, and bass destroys speakers. So a 6x9 cannot really produce all that much bass, so you can't put bass to it like a subwoofer. So we are gonna probably aim for 200, maybe 250 RMS, we're hoping. But we're gonna put clean, tuned power to it, so it should make a difference. We're gonna take the CMs out of my bike and put these in. So stay tuned for the sequel. All right, so real quick, I just pulled the other ones out. I went to put these in, and I decided I wanted to show you the difference. So right off the rip, you can see beefiness difference. Look at that. It's definitely a beefiness difference. Now, for comparison, this is rated at 200 RMS. This is rated at 150, but this is designed to handle bass, those low frequencies that are hard on speakers. Big difference there. Very similar here, but obviously you can see the surround is much meatier, where this one's a little tighter. So it's designed for, you know, excursion. The magnet's a monster. So it does look like, I haven't read it, but it does look like this is an iron core magnet. Well, my bad, these are 250 RMS. It does look like it's an iron core magnet versus neodymium, but I'd have to actually look at the specs. But yeah, this thing is designed really nice. All right, we got them installed. Let's check them out. All right, so my overall impression is they do sound great. They do perform the bass. They are a bit bulkier, so I like to travel. This is for two people, rain gear, gloves, roadside emergency kit, whole 9 yards. It stays like this. So, you know, I like to travel. So it does take up a lot of space. They sound good. The biggest issue that I found is they can't keep up with a very powerful front stage. So on my bike, you have the CM52 and the R075T horns. And, you know, we had 350 RMS going to it. It was very loud. We had to crank it down a little bit so that the bass wasn't overpowered. So my bike isn't as loud as it used to be. It's still loud, so I'm not messing with it. I'm still loud, but it's not as loud as it used to be. But for a 4-speaker setup, it's amazing. If you're planning on putting, you know, correct me if I'm wrong here, Ethan, and your thoughts. If you plan on putting, and Rocky, he's the man. If you're planning on putting like 8-inch mids and high, you know, high power stuff, these probably aren't going to keep up.
I feel like it'd be good for a very similar situation as yours, even just like coaxial, even a setup where you're using just 6.5 coaxials in the front, and then those CMB 6x9s in the bags would probably be a good setup. If you're gonna do anything more than a simple front stage, you're probably gonna wanna go with like the 8s or something like that. Those probably get you a little bit more output to overcome the volume that's coming out of the front stage, or whether you have lowers or 6x9s already. I feel like you might need a little bit more, but overall they do add a hell of a lot to the system, even for just being a 6x9.
Yeah, 8s in the bag would definitely handle more power and keep up more. We got a pair up front we can check, but now you're sacrificing bag space.
Yeah.
So, you know, we want all the Harley guys want bass on their bike, but something's got to give, right? Really get bass on your bike, you have to have a sealed bag, ported, all 9 yards, and then you're still only down to, what was it, 50 hertz?
Yeah, the bikes don't generally play lower than 50.
Unless you're building out your
Yeah.
saddlebags. We have these at 60 hertz.
50. I have them at 50.
Oh, we did 50?
Yep.
So these are coming down to 50. They just don't have the power capability of a normal sub. So the other bike we did with sealed bags, we did 1600 watts, 8 to each sub. Even though everyone on YouTube told me I'm lying, but whatever, because they know better. We did 800 watts to each sub, but 50 hertz because the size of the saddlebag restricts the airspace, so you can't do any less. These are down to 50 hertz. They obviously don't sound as good as 10s at 50 hertz with 800 watts going to them. But yeah, you know, 8s would definitely make a big difference. It's a better step towards the 10s without sacrificing all of your bag. You're just sacrificing some of your bag. And, but yeah, what Ethan was saying was, you know, a simpler coaxial would probably be where we would go with this in the future. Just because this is a lot with those 6x9s. So I'm not really sure what else to say on it. I was debating at one point switching back to the CMs because I like the overall output, but these do have overall better sound quality and fullness to them. So we're gonna stick with them, but I'm gonna not sell the CMs yet, just in case. And Rocky and Molly both agree. So thanks for watching. Quick like, subscribe. If you have any questions on these speakers, hit me up. We hopefully are gonna do the 8s soon, and I'll at least do a review on the 8s and go from there. Thanks for watching.